everybody. So today we're going to seal a driveway. Basically what we have is we have an exposed aggregate driveway. It's about 300 square feet with a little entryway. What we've done here is we've swept it off. We've got all the debris, the dirt, the grass, all the stuff around the neighborhood that's been collected, and all that stuff from your tires. So we cleaned all that off, we blew it off, and then we also lightly pressure washed it. So keyword there is lightly. You know, pressure washers can eat into concrete pretty quickly, so use the right nozzle. But basically we got all the excess after the sweeping and the blowing that was on the driveway, so we could really make sure it was clean. And now we're going to be putting this kind of sealer on. What we have here today is some Valspar. We got it from Home Depot. Basically this is an acrylic sealer. It's a high gloss, really wet look, which is what I'm going for. You know, they make a few different kinds. Really read the instructions. Coverage, dry times can change from sealer to sealer. This one in particular is covers about 200 to 400 square feet, you know, depending on how much your concrete soaks up. It dries in about 2 hours, which is what I'm really going for because I've got 2 kids and they want to get out here and start playing. So this is a really nice sealer. It looks wonderful as long as everything's prepped the right way. So really it goes down to the prep 100%. So we're about to get after it and we're going to show you what it looks like at the end. So why do you seal a driveway? One of the biggest reasons people like to seal a driveway is it keeps a little bit of barrier between any of that oil, that dirt, that grease, that mud. But it also helps with traction, you know, on the driveway. It gives it a little bit more longevity. With that said, once you seal, you do need to seal about 1 to 2 years, just depending on the volume of traffic and the type of loads that are on the surface. Of course, weather conditions. If you have very heavy winters and you get plowed very frequently, it might take that seal off a little bit quicker. So there's a few different ways that you can apply sealer, okay? You can use a brush, you can use a roller. In my situation, I'm gonna be using just a little bitty Scott's garden sprayer. This is normally used for weeds, is at least what they advertise it with. You know, the best thing about this sprayer is it has a couple different ways you can spray. You can change the nozzle and change the pattern. So that's really gonna benefit us because we've got some big open areas and then I've got to get real close to the garage doors and the front door. So I'm gonna change the pattern probably a little bit, but you know, very cheap, very cost effective, very quick, and a lot easier than rolling it or brushing it, that's for sure. We got our first layer down, layer and a quarter. We're gonna let this dry. So the directions on this seal, I want you to wait about 2 hours before you do another coat. Just from looking at this and the way that it's drying and probably partly my sprayer, is I can see there's probably gonna be some spots that need coated again. This concrete's about 1 year old, so it's gonna soak this stuff up pretty quick as well. It's not fresh concrete, so there is a difference. You can also use this sealer as a curing agent, so make sure you don't read the directions correctly. But for this one, we're pretty much done, you know, with our sprayer. It didn't really take that long, to be honest. We're just gonna give it a couple hours to dry and see what it looks like. So maybe one final coat, but we'll know here in about 1 hour and 59 minutes.
1 hour, 59 minutes later.
As you can see, I'm gonna put one more coat down here on my entryway. You can just see there's a little bit of streaks. I had to change my nozzle. After I started spraying this area, I realized it was getting pretty streaky. So you can even see it as it dried. There's some bare areas and it's a little bit discolored. Especially gonna focus on how it lays down because it got a little bit uneven there. So I'm gonna hit it one more time. You know, again, the way that I did it, very quick, pretty cost efficient, so you don't need to hire somebody technically to do it. You know, you can get all this stuff mostly at the Home Depot. But about that 1 to 2 year mark, you want to reseal it. So it really helps with the driveway. You know, with these driveways with the exposed aggregate, you know, over time you get a little separation from the natural aggregate in the concrete mix to you know, all the traffic and the dynamic load that hits it and the friction and that sort of thing. So the seal helps kind of keep those pebbles in, gives it a little bit of more bonding on your driveway. Honestly, the wet look looks amazing, and then it helps really with that dirt, washing that oil, give it a barrier so you can just kind of spray it off and it doesn't soak into your concrete and stain it permanently. So you know, seal is the way to go. I highly recommend it. There's lots of positives to it and it's very easy to apply yourself. Thanks for watching the video. If you like this video, please like and subscribe below and we'll hopefully see you very soon.